I will give you forewarning. This is a strong palate cleanser. I may not be as reactive as you may be expecting. I may just be doing a lot of, wow, that's awesome. I may not have the reactions that you may be expecting, so just be prepared for that. Okay? We're going to finish off with Pew. We're going to finish off with Pew checking out a fully kitted out platypus. Okay? So we need this, some amazing shooting, and let's just enjoy it.
Today on Pewview, we got the new Platypus. We got their comped model. This is the 2011 or double stack 1911 that takes a Glock 17 magazine.
Ew. Okay. That's a nice looking gun. The grip looks nice, and I like the fact that like they've got this. They actually have a grip on the slide for racking the gun. That's cool. They actually have a texture on the slide for racking it here and here for running the slide. I appreciate it's not new. I just like the fact that it's there. I think it's cool that it's there. It's got the extendo on it. Okay, I'm going to back that up. He threw that up there. Yes, he is a competitive shooter. Yes, he is. Holy shit! Same hole. Fucking hell!
I am very excited about this. I am a huge fan of the Platypus, and I am a huge fan of compensators. They finally did it.
It's good. It's good.
And they did it for a very surprising price. We'll get to that in a minute. This is first shots. I'm excited.
I am not seeing much movement.
Man.
They don't look at. There is like next to no movement. Hang on. Look at the there is next to no rise in that muzzle. That compensator is putting in work. Holy shit.
You know, best part about all that, my red dot's not on. I was just rocking the iron sights.
Dumbass.
All right, now I got an SRM. Goodness. Coolest thing about a Platypus is the fact that when you're shooting a 2011 or a double stack 1911, you don't want to stop shooting Glock mags. It'll take any Glock mag. So, you know, the super, you know, obviously compliant for YouTube regulation, 10 round, California compliant.
Holy crap.
This looks fucking hilarious. How EDC this? I like the prickle grip a lot. It's not as aggressive as like the Nighthawk. It doesn't, you know, rip the skin off of my hands. But I like aggressive grips, and I think they nailed it with a prickle grip. It's weird having a 2011 locked back.
Yeah, oh, that is interesting. Yeah. It locks back when it's empty. Oh. That is interesting. Most 2011s don't do lockback. Oh, fascinating.
Having a 20.
But you know why I bet that is? No, apparently most 2011s don't lock back when they're empty. But I'm guessing why it does is because of the Glock mag. My guess is to basically fit the Glock mag. Maybe they have it locked back on empty to accommodate that type of magazine, because that lockback is maybe built into the mag. I don't know what I'm guessing 9mm. If I were to guess, it's 9mm.
Weird having a 2011 locked back.
Ow. Oh my god!
The most random way ever to shoot a dueling tree.
He's gotta be having so much fun!
Alright guys, before we go any further, we need to thank today's sponsor, Delete Me. Did you know that all of your personal information is sitting on the internet right now? Well, you probably know because you're constantly getting spam emails.
Oh, Nick, why aren't you doing a little skit with your wife like Nick does?
I want one.
Yeah.
I want one.
Oh no.
Put it in my mouth.
No, not that pork. There is a shortened version you could have picked, you know. There is a shortened version of that, you know, Zeb. I mean, that'd be funny if other Nick showed up. But like, he's doing Delete Me. Bring your wife in, you know, kind of like Nick does with Hannah. Bring your wife in, Nick. Do a skit. People would love you for it, especially since your wife is smoking hot.
Phone calls from other places. It's not fun, but don't worry, there is a solution to that. Delete Me is an app that will go through and find all your personal information that's floating around on the internet and go in and personally submit opt-out requests for you on your behalf. I think that's pretty sick because when they did it for me, all of my information is on the internet. I'm talking all of it. My siblings, my mom, my dad, my previous address, my address now, all 17 of my childhood addresses, my dogs, my cat, the one time I had a squirrel. The internet knows everything about you and it's kind of crazy. Now I am positive you've already heard of this app because you probably watched The Fat Electrician, and if you don't, you probably should. But I mean, their business model is very simple. You give them a couple bucks every month, they go in and completely delete everything about your personal information.
He's done Jingle Bells on the Range before. He has done that. If you think that's pretty cool and you want to stay private and want to make sure your life and your family's life stays off of the internet, hit this QR code right here. I'll also put a link down in the description. I think it's worth it. Link down in the description. Let's get back to the video. All right, we made it to an indoor range now. This is Kimlin, the owner of this range and debatably the best gun store in the state of Iowa. So if you guys are in the area, he's got a shooting range.
Mason City, Iowa, we've got between the two stores thousands and thousands of firearms. 16-lane range here in Waterloo.
Wow.
Been in business for 16 years for myself. Got a great staff of guys here to help. We've got a good online store, good enough to get Nick to come down and shoot with us. So
I've been buying guns from you for a long time. All right, we got the Platypus right here. Are you familiar with the Platypus at all?
very vaguely, man. Very vaguely.
This is their new release, obviously. It's got the Island Comp. I want you to run a couple rounds for that and let me know what you think.
Yeah.
It's warm now. I can
Island
feel my
Comp.
fingers. So
Interesting.
hopefully we're going to be able to actually push this thing to its limits and get some split times out of it.
Nice.
I will surely never get used to the sound of shooting in an indoor range.
Anything specific? Just shooting to compare?
Don't
There's
blink.
his
Yeah,
wife.
don't blink super hard.
Wait, I learned a trick I'm gonna try.
All right.
I was studying
I
earlier.
think.
You didn't flinch at all.
I learned a trick
What was the trick?
to stick your tongue on the roof of your mouth.
Is that fucking real?
You take alert.
I was literally researching it this morning because I woke up and I couldn't sleep and it was like super early. And so I was like, how do you not flinch when you shoot? Because that's something I need to work on.
AI or Google?
It was a Reddit thread, but someone said it and then a bunch of people were like, I tried this and it actually worked.
That's
And they said that
Interesting.
it's just tricking your nervous system. I don't know, but I just tried it.
I'm getting
Oh. Put your tongue on the roof of your mouth to make you not flinch. It could be a focus thing. You're right. It could, yeah. Where you're focusing more on keeping your tongue pressed up against the roof of your mouth than you are of anticipating the shot or the recoil. Yeah, and yes, she is like an expert long gun shooter. So Pew is an aimbot with pistols. She is a fantastic long gun shooter. She's better than Pew at long guns.
gonna need it too because I flinch in an indoor range 100% of the
No, is not a cheater.
Dude, that grip when you start squeezing,
I like it.
remember like the Nighthawk when it was brand new, how it's all serrated like that? I think you got about 500 rounds before your hand is fucking bleeding. I really like that trigger, but like the brake keeps faking me out because it feels like a staccato XC reset to me. So I keep trying to like bank off of that and adding, 2.5 pounds of pressure and it not going off. So then I'm just like,
Well, you just got this. How long have you had it?
a day,
Okay. How many rounds have you got through it?
150.
Think I can get headshots on this guy?
And he's only just gotten it. He's low. He's getting neck shots, that's for sure.
Listen, that's a pretty flat gun, and those was
Yeah.
some good splits.
Nice and flat.
Get the... Heller, do you see his grouping? Every single shot is going right here. Every single shot is going right there in that tiny little area. Every one of them.
This giant hole right there.
Holy shit!
It's crazy. We can shoot.
True,
and
not as satisfying
shiver.
without the
This
tank.
is insane, dude.
My hands feel good.
I mean, that return to zero is insane. Granted, we're at 7 yards, but it's staying right in there. That doesn't suck. Don't you want a max? Sure.
This thing is super comfortable. I like that. I like that a lot.
All right, we're switching to Norma 124s. We've been shooting Federal 115s, the shittiest ammo ever right now.
Okay?
The 124s feel better.
It's the bottom one. The 124s feel better?
Yeah.
Light him up!
I want you to know that I punched
Okay.
in real good on those 3 blinks at the beginning.
The first
And
ones,
then
you
I
have
saw
to
you
give me a second.
Hold your eyes open.
You have to give me the first couple.
I love how she does that every time I go to try to grab a gun from her. She'll like move the gun and hand me the magazine. All right, what do you guys think?
Holy shit!
First impressions, I was really impressed with the grip. I like it. I feel like it feels similar to the Nighthawk, but a little less aggressive, like the perfect aggressiveness. Slides super smooth, feels super good, high quality, and then shooting it, I also felt like it shot really flat.
Grip is it's aggressive. I like it that way. I don't think it's overly aggressive. I think it's about right. I think if you wore it with the shirt, you'd be buying shirts all the time.
Oh,
Probably
damn
tear it out
sure.
pretty good. It'd be great if that trigger reset was like that Atlas that we were checking out earlier.
Oh, that's nice.
That-
So
yeah.
this is the only thing when you want a better reset, you got to go with a heavier trigger.
Absolutely,
So this
yeah.
being a competition, they set it at 3 pounds. They do have other options if you want a better reset. You
Yeah,
can go
for sure.
4.5 pounds, which that staccato P is probably breaking right around 4.5, which is my preference. Like I don't care about the break. I just want a positive reset. I think this is a happy medium. We're probably getting 1.4s out of it at least. Did you notice like how they were mounting their red dot? God damn, I
Way
wish
low.
every company would do that. I'm so sick of dealing with like Dawson Precision, mounts and then it's sticking up too far and causing malfunctions.
It's wash.
$2,400, by the way. That's MSRP. You can go on
Wait, how much?
sticking up too far and causing malfunctions. $2,400, by the way. That's MSRP. You can go on the site and it's
Okay.
built out exactly in.
Wow, so completely tricked out like this Platypus is $2,400. It's a little pricey, but it's not for everything you're getting out of it. You're getting the compensated Platypus, you're getting the red dot, I'm guessing you're getting the light. Sounds reasonable, I would say. Yeah, for 2011?
This configuration is $2,400.
Which is fairly competitive. here.
Mag.
I think I can shoot it fast one-handed.
I'm like, what is happening? I forgot I handed you a 33.
I was going to ask you what time of the day it was there for a minute.
Okay,
Yeah.
just go as fast as you can and try to stay as consistent as you can. I want to see where your finger fatigue is. It's pretty consistent.
I felt like I was struggling.
You kept it consistent. All right, guys, we need to address it. Obviously, we were out there recording. I'm, reviewing some footage right now, and I kind of just realized that we completely fucking missed the point of the video. I got excited. I got a new gun, and all I could think about is shooting it and letting other people shoot it to try to get their opinions. But I'm sure you clicked on this video because in the last one we had talked about who is the king of $2,500, and that's still kind of the goal. That's been my mission lately. I think a ton of new products are dropping right around that price point, and it's super exciting. So to be able to add something that good in the possibility of this, possibly getting your $2,500. So let's talk about it. We got the Kimber 2K Comped, one of my favorites. We got the SIG 211, and then we got the Bull Armory ProTac 5-inch. I think these 4 guns are probably now in like the top picks for $2,500. I think it's a race to see which one of these 4 is the best. I think there is a couple other good companies that are making guns right around the $2,500 price point, but those aren't like super popular options, so it's just not something that we have gotten our hands on yet. But after SHOT Show and after seeing how many companies are dropping new 2011 platforms right at that price point, it is very exciting. So I'm looking forward to
2011 platform seems to be the most popular platform now. Like, for a while, basically like the Glock style platform was the popular, and now, man, 2011s are, man, they are the hotness. I'm here for it. I mean, I fire, my favorite gun to shoot was a 1911. That was my favorite style. That was my favorite platform to shoot, was that. And I have unfortunately not had the opportunity to fire 2011 yet. Excuse me. I haven't had a chance to fire 2011 yet. I hope I can. But I mean, if the 2011 fight is as comfortable, like reasonably comfortable as my 1911 was, yeah, that'd be great.
See that wall? Do you think he spent $7,000 on a picture frame?
Yo, definitely not.
all the new releases, and I'm going to keep getting them in, and I'll keep adding them to, see who's going to beat this. And I mean, there it is. It's still number one. It's still my top pick. The Bull Armory 5-inch TAC Pro is fucking hard to beat, dude. Like I said, I feel like this is more of the $3,500 price point. So I think kind of the list of the last video still fits in. I still think that this is the best option for the masses. I still think this is the best shooting gun, but I mean, it's got its cons like we talked about in the last video. I'm going to reference that a lot. If you guys haven't seen that or want to go see that, check that video out. But so let's talk about where this fits in. The grip is more comfortable than the other three. This grip is better than all of them times 10. I don't know how else to explain that. The Platypus does a really good job at like minimizing this grip. It's very slim, it's very small, and it's very easy to hold on to. So like even under recoil, when I'm being sloppy with the trigger and slapping the shit out of it, it's an easy to control gun, which is good. If you're a new shooter and you're looking for something like that, like I think the Platypus is probably the easiest to shoot out of all of the options. My wife has been talking about this quite a bit. She absolutely loved this thing.
Oh, God. It's a gun she tells you not to worry about. I really like it, but don't worry, honey. I still love you.
I mean, the Nighthawk's her favorite gun, as it is mine. But like, there's a lot of references and similarities in between this and the Staccato.
And you know what, Alex? I get it. I felt that like I have not had the opportunity to fire a handgun that has this flat trigger. I thought the same thing. I'm used to firing pistols that have a curved trigger to them. The first time I ever saw him using one of these handguns that has a straight vertical trigger like that, I'm like, ooh, is that actually going to be comfortable to shoot? And I have not had the opportunity to try one with a vertical trigger like that as opposed to standard curved trigger. I'd be willing to give it a try though to see, does it make a difference? Am I going to notice it in my trigger pull where it's a flat, where it's vertical versus curved? It's like the look of it alone, my brain is saying this doesn't look right. My brain is, I see this and my brain goes, that's not right. That's not how a trigger is supposed to look. So I get it. I absolutely get it.
Staccato XC and the Nighthawk TRS. Like, it feels like those guns. The recoil impulse, the recoil mitigation, like the Island Comp just works like a son of a. I mean, it does its job. Not that I know how to focus the damn camera, but like it's a decent sized comp. And you're comparing it to something like the Staccato XC, I mean, it's relatively close. The triggers feel fairly similar. I think the XC probably takes it in triggers.
Yeah, see, okay, there's a perfect side by side. Hang on.
The triggers.
See, this is a trigger. This is a trigger that I'm used to, where it's curved and it fits the curvature of your finger versus straight vertical. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This looks correct to my eyes. This looks wrong because I'm not used to it. So yeah, I get it. That's a perfect side by side right there of what looks correct to me and what doesn't look correct to me, at least on a first blush.
Feel fairly similar. I think the XC probably takes it in triggers just because.
My guess is they made they did the vertical trigger for more consistent trigger pull. Because with a curve, maybe your finger can move on the trigger even ever so slightly. And with a straight vertical, you're going to get a consistent uniform pull no matter where your finger is resting on the trigger. That would be my guess.
I'm able to get 10 splits with that thing pretty consistently. This is a new platform to me, so maybe give it some time. I'll run a bunch of more ammo through it, and maybe I'll be able to keep up with the Staccato XC. But right now, obviously, this trigger isn't broken in, and I haven't had a lot of time behind the gun. But we were able to run it fast. There is quite a few things that I like better about this than like the Staccato XC. I mean, we're talking about Island Comp. Unfortunately, I got to reference the Staccato XC. It seems like I've been hating on those guys a lot lately. I'm not. I love Staccato. I just think their guns are a little bit overpriced for what you're getting in comparison to this that's coming out nowadays. I don't think you need to be spending $4,200 on a Staccato XC to get performance like this. That's all I'm trying to say. I love Staccato. I love what they have done. We wouldn't have any of these other guns if it wasn't for Staccato paving the way. So, I mean, we got to respect the OGs. Love Staccato. We appreciate Staccato. That being said, I think this is a fairly similar option for half the price. And it takes Glock mags. So if you guys are looking for a new firearm in the 20...
That's probably a big selling point for a lot of people. That this thing will take a Glock. Yes, avoid the P320. I know. Yeah, that might be a pretty big selling point for a lot of people, is that this thing will take Glock mags, because you can literally get Glock mags from any gun store. And if you break a mag, you can go to a gun store, buy any cheap Glock mag, and it'll fit no problem. That's probably a pretty good selling point for a lot of people.
$2,500 mark. I think this is a very good option. This definitely punches above its price point. I am absolutely in love with this thing. I don't have anything negative to say about it. One suggestion that I would give to Stealth Arms is just to extend this slide release a little bit. Now, I know a few other companies are obviously making the 2011 or the double stack 1911 that takes a Glock magazine like Fusion Firearms. You got the Oracle? I don't know, the 2311 one. I think that's more 320 based, but I mean, it's the same concept. And I think those slide releases are a little bit better. Here, let me show you on top. So this right here is the Fusion Firearm. Now, I did do a review on this. Not the biggest fan. I think the grip is just ungodly uncomfortable. Now, I will say this company has fixed the grip, and I will be getting one of those on the channel to review as well. But something incredible that these guys did was this slide release right here. With this, I can keep my hand right where it's at to be able to manipulate the slide release. I'm telling you, if the Platypus did that, if it was just extended a little bit where I could reach it without having to break my grip, this gun would be an 11 out of 10. All right, I will stop ranting. There you have it. There's the updated list. I think the Platypus is absolutely a 10 out of 10. They fucking crushed it. I really like that company. I like his values. I like his website. I like the ease and usability. If anybody wants customized guns, it's easy to go in there and build it exactly how you want it built. And I appreciate that. Anyways, I will stop ranting. If you guys are interested in checking out Delete Me, there is a link down in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
We have time for today, so see you next time on Shooting a Gun with Nick.
Okay, that was great. We got to see some awesome shooting, and the gun, the Platypus, looks nice. It's a nice looking firearm. I gotta say, yeah. What more can I say? It's a really nice looking gun. It looks like it shoots really well, and of course we get to see Pew basically put a full mag into a hole the size of about a quarter. Win-win.